My name is Mike Murillo, 16-time world champion, No Prep Kings champion season 2, and welcome back to the Speedworks channel.
We gon' turn it up tonight. We gon' party on the town. We gon' burn it up tonight. Let the ashes fall down. We get into this paper, but these niggas never listen. All these bitches steady wishing, but it's fuck 'em, I don't miss 'em now. Tell 'em stay about my business, know that I'm just getting riches. And I did it all for me and the squad. Yeah, I did it for the real though. You ain't really in the field hoe. See, I came up out the gutter chasing meals, bro. And I do it for the town on the real though. Man, I'm all about the Benjis. Remember days with Dusty Tennies. We was scraping us some pennies trying to get.
Start the intro.
All right. So welcome back to the Speedcast. We haven't really nailed that down. Syscast, Speedcast, podcast,
working them casts.
whatever cast.
You had a cast one time, remember? Up
I
shit
almost
from
had
your
a
nuts to your
cast.
ankle.
I almost had a cast.
You did have a cast.
Welcome back to the knee-high cast. That ain't it. We're working on the cast, but either way, welcome back. And today we have our first guest, which is none other than the man, the myth, the legend himself, Donny and Andrade.
Uncle Dennis.
Yeah.
Hardest working motherfucker I know.
You can't
Oh, yeah.
cut.
I could edit that out.
We're good.
Hardest working dude I know. Dude's got like 6
We're good.
jobs. Does construction, bids or something. I don't know. Works at the track. He's a car salesman. He's a social media manager, movie producer.
Yeah.
He's got it all.
Yeah.
But legitimately one of the hardest working dudes I know. I'm glad to call you a homie. I'm glad that you're willing to sit down with us and do this. I mean, we're just a bunch of nobodies, but we somebodies who like to talk about a bunch of different real things, and we do our best to keep it real, and we're glad you're here to do the same.
Absolutely. Y'all are somebody to me.
Yeah.
When Donny went with us on race week, the dude was on his phone the entire time working, making business calls.
This dude that left me on the start line multiple times.
I'm glad you brought that up.
Worried about me being on the telephone.
And I was thinking about this earlier today. I'm like, I got to bring up that sound that's left in the starting line.
Oh, there you go.
And you left them on a 13-hour drive
Don't hurt yourself.
in the back.
I know.
You left them on the whole
You
time.
never let me sit in the front seat.
You
bro.
never asked. I asked him, you want to sit up front?
Nah, I'm just playing. I had a good time.
Oh, that was great.
Kicking it in the back with that Grimace milkshake.
What do I call it?
The Glamis
I call it
milkshake.
the Glamis milkshake.
Bumping to some Bone Thugs.
The entire time.
I said, you heard this one? Yeah. 10 minutes ago, we heard that damn song.
It came out in '99. I've heard it. I've heard it.
That was, we were talking about that on our last episode of just capturing a lot of the in-betweens of races and, you know, when
Running out of gas.
We had some good times on race
running out of
week.
gas in Vandermeer.
How about the gas station out there? And what was that?
It's
Ugalala.
Ugalala met that kid.
Ugalala.
He subscribes.
Yeah.
And he follows us on Instagram.
What's up, homie from Ugalawa?
Ugalala.
Stickers probably still on the pump.
Yeah.
At
Greenlight
the-
Media.
What is
Yeah.
the name of that gas station? Pump and Pantry or some shit.
Something like that.
Yeah, like gas and grass. That's only in Colorado.
Yep.
But yeah, it's been cool. I mean, I was trying to figure out because you knew him way before I did, right?
So I met him. You were doing photography for Greenlight at the CSO races.
Yep.
You didn't work at the track.
Nope. Not to begin with.
No. So and you were just the guy that showed up, and it was you, and I think you had 1 or 2 other photographers with you, right?
Yeah.
You had
A few different people.
you had
throughout
Shannon
the time.
Mora, and then some other guy. I want to say,
That was all part of Greenlight?
Ed Farnish.
yeah, somebody that had a drone.
Ed Farnish did a lot of drone
Yeah.
photography.
Yeah.
And he printed some shirts for Greenlight Media too. Good solid dude, lives
got a
way
shirt.
out. He lives way out east. But yeah, I moved here from Virginia, 757,
That's what I'm talking about.
7 cities, Hampton Roads, Tidewater, Virginia,
Greatest
North
shit.
Virginia Beach area.
Perfect time. I got to tell the story. I love this fucking story from Virginia, the 7 cities.
What's that?
Some shit went down in the bowling alley, dog.
Oh yeah. If you haven't watched the Allen Iverson documentary, you should watch it.
Oh man, I never get tired of hearing that story.
For sure. You should watch it because Bubba Chuck got set up. Straight up. But watch it. But, you know, so I moved out here. My son, Dylan, who is one of the lights of my life, he's an actor and a musician in his own right. You know, he's been in a lot of plays, but he has some anxiety stuff that he battles with, and so he don't really come out and shoot with me anymore. Mm-hmm. But the plan of Greenlight Media when it first started was something for me and him to do together here in Colorado. You know what I mean? We have been to some sumo speed events in Virginia Beach, huge car shows, thousands of cars.
Really?
On a Friday night in the summer down at the beach.
That'd be cool. On a beach?
And a 7 Cities with a pier in the background.
Oh.
And come to find out, a girl I knew in high school, her little brother is the promoter or one of the promoters of Sumo Speed or some shit like that. But
we gotta take a road trip.
That'd be sick.
I'd love to.
That'd
be so cool.
That'd be sick.
That'd be.
I don't know. I don't want to
cool,
drive. Let's fly then.
It will fly.
Yeah, you can drive.
I've driven it. I've driven it.
Hey, we'll go anywhere you want us to go in that Platy.
Yeah.
I get the whole backseat to myself.
But I'll go.
We'll go anywhere.
I'll trailer my truck out there. We can race in Maryland.
We'll go.
My mom lives in Baltimore now.
You said World Cup?
Yeah, we'll go there.
Oh,
let's do
that.
It.
Would be. That's on our bucket list.
Can we get Puerto Rican jerseys though?
Let's do it.
With the work truck on it.
But on the real though, going back to what you were saying about how he and I first met. Yeah, I started. I bought a 2015 Dodge Challenger Scat Pack. New. I had already bought 2 vehicles from this guy, Daryl Champion. He was a salesman at Perkins Motors. Then I bought a 2013 Durango. Boom. Then this is when I was framing apartment buildings. And then I bought a 2009 Laramie 3500 single rear wheel axle with a Viper hood on it. Blue. Never really was my style because it had chrome wheels and some chrome badges and stuff, but I never changed it because I was working so much. But, you know, I went back to the lot one day and was walking around. They had this Challenger in the back that hadn't been through PDI yet. So PDI is when they first unload a vehicle, then it has to get all the plastic taken off the seats and stickers taken off of it, runs through detailed, gets programmed, everything gets set up so they can go around a lot and be sold. Hadn't even gone through that yet. I saw that Challenger Scat Pack. It was a 6-speed manual, 2015 with 392 Hemi in it. And I was like, yeah, let me get that, Daryl. Jazz blue was the color. So I lowered it on all 4 corners, put some tubular front A-arms on it and stuff from some dude in Charlotte, North Carolina that builds them for NASCAR stuff. And then I had that for a bit, and somehow or another, Craig Carmen found some stuff on Facebook, hit me up, and was like, yo, you want to come take some pictures and do some videos at Colorado Street Outlaws? Him and Willie would like for me to come down there and do that. So me and my son started going down there and doing that. We shot Into Thin Air a few times for James Shower.
Yeah.
Did a video of that. Went out to the airstrip attack at the Colorado Springs airport multiple years and shot for Jason at Shift Sector. And went up on the mountain, Pikes Peak hill climb, 3 years in a row shooting for different teams. Last year I shot Pikes Peak hill climb was when Carlin Dunn went off at the top. And I got some pictures of him as he was coming up the mountain. He was on a mission.
What car was he driving? Was it
It's a motorcycle.
Oh, the motorcycle.
Ducati Street.
So was that
Fighter.
When it was fully paved?
Yeah.
The last year that they ran
He
motorcycles?
holds a bunch of records.
Yeah.
Carlin Dunn was a Ducati racer who, yeah, he was badass. Rest in peace.
So Eddie, when Speedworks was a full-on motorcycle deal only, he had a team of 2 motorcycle riders, Leland Sinclair and Stuart Sinclair. And the last year that there was any dirt on Pikes Peak, they both won each class. Stuart Sinclair won the 750 on a motorcycle, and Leland Sinclair won the 450 on the
Right.
So that was the last year that there was any dirt, because it was only paved, so far up. And once they realized that it was going to be paved the entire way, they said, screw that. They don't want to do it no more. So
Right.
Wasn't there a record with that?
I'm not sure. Eddie will tell you.
Or was it the fastest DRZ?
No, that wasn't involved.
But he has that.
He does. It's sitting in his garage.
I'd say any reason to bring up a DRZ because that's mine.
He's got.
Don't
You know,
point at
you know
it.
why he's got 23 on it? Because
Right.
LeBron James is his favorite basketball player.
I hear it, bro.
It's the GOAT. He says it's the GOAT.
We're gonna cut that out.
I heard that that's the GOAT.
And
So,
Your words, not mine.
Yeah. In a one-on-one game, who you got, LeBron or Kobe?
LeBron or Kobe? Kobe.
You think you could
100%.
beat him?
Me?
Yeah.
LeBron?
Is that what you're asking?
No, I'm asking if
Oh,
LeBron and Kobe were
Kobe
to play.
would.
who
I'll
you
take
got?
Kobe all day long.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I got another one. One-on-one game, Jordan and Kobe. Who
Jordan.
No, yeah. There's no doubt about that.
you got?
Jordan.
In their prime or
In their
when they were
primes?
both?
In their prime.
All right,
I'll take everybody in their prime.
Iverson and Jordan.
Jordan.
Iverson and Kobe.
Oh man, that's a close.
Kobe.
You think so?
Yeah.
Not just because
So-
you're a Kobe Bryant fan. That's got to be for real. Like you really think so?
I think Kobe would, yeah. I think Kobe's the second best player. I mean, he just emulated Jordan. He admits that.
7 games, one-on-one. How many does Kobe win against Jordan?
2.
I don't know, man.
You only gonna give him 2.
I would-
7 games, you're gonna give him 2.
7-game series out of total 7 games.
7-game series,
Jordan will win
one-on-one.
Jordan will win 5 out of the 7.
3. I think Kobe's got 3.
God,
Okay.
he's got 3.
I think Kobe's
It'll be
got
the
3
last
in him
3
against
because
Jordan, bro.
Jordan be tired.
I
I think
think,
it'd be the last 3.
bro,
Jordan's
Larry
so good.
Bird's got 3 in him against Jordan. You ain't gonna give Kobe 3 against Jordan? Come on, bro.
Can't. And call me biased because I'm so.
Do you disagree Larry Bird's got 3 in him against Jordan? Have you ever played Bird versus Jordan?
Out of 7 complete games.
7 complete games. I'm still giving the win to Jordan.
Right.
But you think Jordan's gonna beat Kobe 5 times
Out of 7.
out of 7?
I-
5 of them?
Mm-hmm.
I'm still.
I don't know.
This ain't right. I don't think so.
But I had to
I
go
don't
there.
think so.
I
Okay.
stand by it.
You going for the Chiefs tomorrow?
No.
Yeah, you are. He said that he was going to be singing Red Kingdom with Tech 9.
Shit. No,
Fly, Eagles, fly.
Yes.
That's all I got to say.
I want the Eagles to win
For
so
real.
bad.
But
Fast forward, you guys met through CSO.
through CSO, Color
Absolutely.
Street Outlaws,
Yeah.
he was taking pictures of Green Burrito.
Yep.
And
I
you
got.
took me
I need to look back and find some pictures. Of
I still
Green
got
Bay.
him. I still got the video of me and Brian Phillips racing at the first front wheel drive race.
Hell
I still have that. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Meanwhile, you were just
Yeah, we didn't like you.
nope.
You
You
didn't like
weren't.
us.
You weren't.
You said
I
who-
was around.
You said who's Donny? I don't like
Us
that
two-
guy.
Us racetrack.
I was like, "Who's that guy keep
People
rolling
weren't.
around on the thing with the crooked hat?"
Yeah.
Oh, that's Donnie. And I was like, "Who?"
Yeah, I don't like that guy. That's what she told me.
Damn.
But then,
I didn't say that.
so CSO ended, and then like shortly after that, was it like the next year you took over as track manager?
So I
How
can't
did you
remember
fall into
how
that?
that part. I don't remember the. I'd have to think about the years a little better because I started helping Lanier and Marion Allen behind the scenes, probably just like with some rebuttals to negativity on the internet
Mhm.
in probably 2016 or 2017, and then I started working. I would call it full time, but I had other jobs.
Yeah.
So I started working full time for the track in like 2017, 2018, because Marion Allen needed to get back to Oregon. They had some family stuff going on with some health issues with their parents and stuff, and they needed to get back. And so then me and Dave. You all know Dave.
We
obviously.
love Dave.
If you if you come to Pueblo Motorsports Park, you don't know Dave.
You don't belong there.
No,
Well,
pack your trailer up.
You're going to get to know him.
You're gonna know him real fast.
You're going to get to know him.
He's either going
He's
to
probably wearing 4 or 5 hoodies.
Oh yeah.
and
That's his starting line.
Yeah, that's his starting line. 100%. That's his starting line. 100%. 100%. That's not my starting line.
No,
that's Dave's.
That's
Yeah,
Dave's.
absolutely.
Dave takes care of
Everything else in the track could be mine, but that's his.
Oh yeah.
Dude,
Oh yeah.
and I've seen it
100%.
so many times.
And when you see
It doesn't
Dave,
matter who it is. You got your lights on. You don't got your window up.
sunroof open.
Staging lanes are mine. That's where I get beat up at. People try to jump me.
Yeah.
Oh,
He
yeah.
said,
Pull knives on me and
He
stuff.
said, no, I've not been drinking.
Yeah.
Sit over there.
Oh.
I've been drinking.
Yeah.
But Dave, and that's his. He preps that track, dude.
Dave's a master.
Dude.
But
When you see him out there with the sprayer or the dragger out there, it's gonna be a good day.
Absolutely.
yeah.
And then if you need your nitrous bottles filled, then you're gonna get to know Dave's bad side because he's gonna get on you. I need more nitrous bottles.
Yeah.
It'll be a while. All right, Dave.
So you were really ingested 2017-ish, 16, 17-ish.
Publicly, yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like getting paid a little something, and publicly saying, hey, if you got a problem with the track, don't come. That probably happened in like 2018. Yeah.
And that's one of the things I like the most about you being the track manager, and when you do promote track races and stuff, and there's so many people that it's collectively out of everybody that races, each event, there's always a handful of them. I say it's so many, but it's really not that many people that they don't like this, they don't like that, and
There's a few.
you just
for
tell
sure.
them straight up, if you don't like it, don't race here. And that's
It wears on me though, bro, because that's really not who I am.
right.
You know what I mean?
We-
I'd rather get along with everybody.
Absolutely.
But if you're gonna talk negatively about the track,
Mm-hmm.
that because there's guys out there like Dave who would die for that place.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So unless you can show and prove you can do better,
Mm-hmm.
shut the hell up.
Yep. And that's what I like is
For real.
because we don't have Bandimere no more.
Nope.
We got Pueblo Motorsports Park.
And I miss Bandimere.
Oh.
Just to everybody, to be straight on that too. Like
Yeah.
I had been
Oh,
going
yeah.
to Bandimere for a couple years
Yeah.
before I'd ever stepped foot in Pueblo
Yeah.
after moving
Dude,
here. Right?
Bandimere, it's iconic.
And
Period.
they are the
Was.
best in the
Was.
business, dude.
Bandimere is
100%
oh yeah.
sporty.
Oh yeah.
Larry
And
Chris,
I hope it comes back.
Yeah. Bandimere.
Mr. Bandimere,
Mhm.
who's always and have you ever felt unwelcomed at Bandimere?
Never.
As long as you're doing what the pro, like,
Yep.
have you ever felt like what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like
Never.
Yeah.
it's that was a great place
Oh
to
yeah.
be.
The only time you felt unwelcome was when he made you walk up that
I
hill.
know,
Dude.
dude. I kept leaving me down there, man.
You said he
I
was
didn't
like,
say-
Man,
I
I
thought
thought
it
he
was
wanted
a-
to hang out.
I thought I was coming for a whole week with y'all to hang out.
You said he
keep
wanted
leaving
you.
me
Nah,
down
he's
there.
gonna hang out. What'd you say?
nah,
man.
he's gonna hang out.
No,
for-
he's gonna hang out the line for a little bit. PFI brought him back up.
Yeah, because I said, "Where's Donny? I need to give him a ride."
He gonna hang.
He gonna chill.
Your
for a minute.
boy,
Who?
your boy, Chris.
Oh, me and Chris were like that.
Remember the video where he was talking
Oh, yeah, remember
about
he
you
was
leaving
like-
me on the starting line?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Remember I got
That
the
was the
video?
same day. That was the
Yep.
same day because I had to
Yeah.
walk back with him.
Yeah.
Fucking Chris.
So you've been involved for a hot minute, done some amazing things, and I think some of the negativity stems from, in my opinion, just your ability to be fair across the board. And I think that has something to do with it. You're just fair. There's no preferential treatment to a bunch of different things, to a bunch of different events, and I think that stems negativity. But I think that that's a great segue into this is a milestone year for the track.
It is. It's 50 years.
50 years,
50 years.
of
You know-
Motorsports Park.
I gotta, before we get on to that 50-year thing, I gotta say that I'm just like anybody else. So the things that I've done that people have perceived as being good for Pueblo Motorsports Park were not done by me only.
Right.
They were done with the help of Dave and Larry, Elena, Jerry, lots of people. And I really shouldn't even started naming names because there's too much time. And Crystal at the gate, like, there, even Dan Williams from NASA, who is NASA Rocky Mountain, who
not
now
the NASA?
No, not the NASA, but who now has the contract on the track. You know, there was a time that we didn't know who was going to get the track.
Right.
It was just me and Dave chilling for 6 months, wondering
people don't know
who's getting the track. You know, and what's that going to look like?
Mm-hmm.
Whoever gets the track, are they going to let us keep drag racing?
Yep.
Are they, you know, how are they going to want to boot us up out of here? You know what I mean? Or whatever. And thankfully, for the most part, it's been a cool deal. John Brandow, who manages the road course, is doing an outstanding job with the road course for sure.
I always see him wandering around out there.
Yeah, he comes down to drag racing events and hangs out.
Oh yeah.
But as far as the road course stuff goes, like, he's a good driver too, bro. Yeah. Obviously, going up on the hill climb and some of the things that I've been involved in, and having a car that was a manual that I would see how fast I could get up Pikes Peak without getting thrown off of it.
Right.
John's a good driver, for sure. He's a good dude. He's solid. You know what I mean?
You all right on that road course?
Am I?
I said no. I said you all right on that road
Am I?
course?
That's what I'm saying. Am I?
You're a little reckless, but you know.
Why? What do you mean?
I'm just kidding.
I did bring a Mustang out there for some Steel City.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We run the road
You're
course.
putting it down out there.
So people that don't come to Pueblo, that don't make people that just watch, they don't know that the drag strip is part of the road course.
Absolutely. It's tough. Tough. That's what makes it a tough situation.
Because how many other tracks are like that in the U.S.?
Now?
Yeah. That the drag strip.
I think there might be one. At one point, Topeka was. They got that situated before they ever closed down. Topeka's now closed down. But Heartland Park in Topeka, it probably has one. That's one of the most beautiful. To me, that was one of the most beautiful facilities in the country. Like, I loved going there for the bracket racing finals. That's where they were held at for NHRA Division 5, and they used to share a surface as well. And the drag strip got moved off of the road course. It was still tough you couldn't really run a road course race at the same time.
Right.
But you're running a drag race because where staging was and different things made that difficult. The perfect facility to me would be where you can run a road course race and a drag race at the same time.
Yeah, same time.
Spectators can be like, cool, I'm out here checking it all out.
Yeah.
You know, that would be the perfect facility to me.
That would help with downtime.
Absolutely.
Sure. For sure. There's an oil down, and then they're over there watching road course racing. So, yeah, and that's what makes Pueblo Motorsports Park so unique, is that it is the drag strip is part of the road course.
Yep.
That you make us do 15 laps around.
Yeah, it's fun.
It's gonna be 20. You keep talking.
So when y'all first saw me going around that road course in that blue Mustang, what'd you think?
I said, here it goes.
Did you? Because you probably never saw me drive like that.
No. Well, I've never seen you drive a Mustang either, but I was just like, it's on now. And that was, a lot of people did compliment that was the best, or the best cruise time-wise length, because it was over and done with in like 10 minutes. Other times when we do cruises, those things take 45 minutes. You know,
I think I lapped everybody how many times?
like twice.
You only lapped me once.
Are you sure?
Positive.
I don't think
How many times did I lap?
it was 2 or 3.
Nah.
But
no.
I'm not going to do that anymore, because that's not what Steel City needs.
Right.
Like, I don't want to lose
Right.
Yeah.
a racer in Steel City to the cruise unless they just can't make the cruise.
Right.
I don't want to lose one because they're trying to
keep up.
And I'm not even. If I'm not even racing, that really wasn't
It was
probably
fun,
the right thing to do. I think I might have raced in one. Didn't I send it in one of them?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was that one.
That was that one night.
Yeah,
Well,
okay.
I think you had the car there a couple of times for that, but I
Yeah.
think you only actually participated in one race.
Couldn't do a burnout.
Alpine Ford let me
Yeah.
bring it out there on a few Friday nights, seeing what I could get it to do. I could have done burnouts, but I chose not to. And I got it in low 13s. I was hoping to get it in 12s, that same car. But around the road course, it ripped it.
Yeah.
You did. Grabber blue?
Yeah.
Got it.
You know they have a grabber yellow now?
Nardo yellow.
You said they have a Nardo white.
Yeah.
They do have a Nardo white. Or what
But-
is it called? Glacier white?
So why you change the subject?
Yeah.
So speaking on the 50 years at Pueblo
Yes,
Motorsports
back to that.
right?
This year is 50 years.
What does that mean to you?
I did get something for both of y'all, man.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
sick, dude.
That's what I'm talking about.
I mean,
Thanks,
I figured
brother.
you invite me on to be
Oh,
a guest on
man.
the channel.
Dude, that is.
All right.
Those are badass, dude.
I figured
Nah,
you
I
guys
gotta
would invite me.
rearrange. I got to rearrange something here now.
What are you gonna do?
Hold up.
That's
You
sick.
keep rolling.
I figured you guys were nice enough to invite me to be on the channel. That
That's actually
I should
perfect.
bring y'all
You like
something.
that right
That's
there?
perfect.
All right, dude.
Hell yeah, dude. That's sick, bro.
That's going up in the garage for the revamp.
Oh, dude, I'm getting this thing framed tomorrow.
Those are badass.
That's sick, dude.
I appreciate
Thanks,
you
man.
guys.
So-
man. I appreciate
and
everything you guys have ever done for it.
The throwback colors right there, the yellow,
Dude.
orange, and stuff. Those are
That's
badass.
sick.
So check this out. I had a dude talk about. So I ain't gonna mention no names at all.
Perfectly fine.
But so one of my friends texted me. No, we were talking on the phone. He's like, "Yo, you remember that one dude that we were talking about? That blah blah blah, whatever." I'm like, "Yeah." When you posted this, he sent me a screenshot of the post and said it's not the 1970s anymore.
What?
Yeah, like I guess he didn't like that. I don't know.
But that's like.
But I think my boy Evan, just so y'all know how this whole thing right here came up, Evan at Print and Pig.
Yeah.
100.
Shout out
to Evan.
So-
He did his shirt.
So check this out. He did that shirt too.
He's done this shirt. He's done all the speed
He's done
works.
all our
And Ryan and the other guys.
Yeah.
They got a good
Print
team.
and Pig.
There's a few of them
Right?
down there, yeah.
Yeah.
The Print and Pig.
Huge
Colorado
shout out to the
Springs,
Print and Pig.
Colorado.
That's the point of this is
So,
to be the 70s.
I hit him up and was like, yo. And he didn't even charge me for this design, bro.
That's crazy.
So the picture is a picture I took at the track. I don't know when. I think it's 2021. But I said, Evan, look, this is what I'm trying to do, bro. I'm trying to put something together that represents the people in the community of Pueblo, Colorado. The drag strip and the road course and Pueblo Motorsports Park. In the 50 years that we've all been able to use it.
Yeah, for sure.
And thankful for doing so and try to pull all that together. And that's what that dude came up with.
I think that's
Yeah,
sick.
that's so badass.
I mean, I think it
And
encompasses what you wanted.
I think,
the
dude,
drag strip, the road course.
there was very
Pueblo.
little tweaks to it. He showed me this and I was like, does the 1975 to 2025 look like it's in the 70s if that what the dude was referring to?
I think he was talking about the color.
Or
But-
the color or
but that's-
whatever.
That's
or
what makes it.
whatever it is. All I got to say is costing the track $0
Yeah.
to come up with something like that
Mm-hmm.
that represents 50 years from PMI and Jay Gilman and the
Mhm.
nonprofit and Bill Dickey that started the track all the way through now with Dan Williams and NASA
Yeah.
and me and Dave and Daryl Coteras and different people in the city itself that have lived, breathed, sleep, and
Mhm.
would die for this place. I think Evan did a great job.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Yeah. Dude, it is killer. The colors.
And I hope you guys are cool. That,
Oh,
you know,
that's awesome, dude.
with
I think
the
it should
picture.
be.
Yeah.
You ain't
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
put it up. You're gonna put it behind your fridge or something.
No, I ain't. Hell no, I ain't. That thing's going up.
A lot of people, and I think a lot of people like it because there's people asking about, hey, we're gonna have stickers and shirts for it, and whatever, and we're going to.
I think it's great.
Yeah.
Evan comes through. I mean, he took a lot of our thoughts.
Did he do this? Oh yeah, he did.
He did.
He did my last Speedworks.
Well, he did all of our
He's done all of our
Speedworks.
Did he
Speedworks.
do the hoodies?
And the hats.
Here's what we want to do with Speedworks.
Yeah.
And send him ideas where it's to run DMC, and he came up with that.
That or the ESPN across the piston logo he developed.
That dude made me an Alpine Ford sick ass jacket. That's different than everybody else's, just because I was a good customer to him.
Right.
Like that's the kind of customer service dude has.
Right.
You know what I mean?
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. How do I get a GMC one?
I don't have those.
Evan can hook a brother up.
He can hook you up.
He could hook a brother up for
He can
sure.
hook you up. Still good?
Still good.
So what else does the 50-year, like, it's crazy because as we were talking about 50 years, I've only kind of been around, I mean, in high school, yeah, and then there was kind of a stint where nobody ever went. I don't think it was a big deal at all. But just in the short time from like 17 until now, I'm thinking of, seeing and hearing about Ken Block being at the track.
Oh God, you can.
In the Hoonapig, testing for the hill climb.
Is that what that was called?
God
The
rest his
Hoonapig?
soul. Mike Murillo coming several times to the track.
Yeah.
Mike Murillo, man.
How the events have evolved throughout the years. That's
The
dope.
The
It's
type
dope
of
to
people
see
that come there that other people don't know about. It's crazy.
There's a lot of people who test there.
Right.
And like I say, John is doing a great job with the road course.
Mhm.
Just giving you,
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause
off of our little pack.
there's
a little
more
bit.
to it than just the
But
drag racing.
Romain Dumas has tested at Pueblo
Mhm.
multiple times
Mhm.
in a Porsche, and most recently he tested in a Ford electric transit van that he took up the mountain.
Oh no shit.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, that's bad.
Yep. And I don't know
That's
if you guys are familiar with Romain Dumas, but one of the years that I was on the mountain and I got a bunch of pictures of, one that cost me a lot of money during testing because I went into an area I wasn't supposed to go into, and it cost our team some money and I had to pay for it myself.
Okay.
But just because that's what you do, right? But
Hell of a shot.
he won and holds the record in an all-electric Volkswagen. I'll show y'all some pictures.
For sure.
I'll send them to you.
All right.
Yeah.
But he, Romain Dumas, and so he has tested at the track every year since John's been running the road course, I'd say.
That's awesome.
That's dope.
Mm-hmm.
For sure.
And like I said, those are just some of my short memories that I remember, that really mean a lot to me.
Ken Blott, Hoonigan had hit me up, and of course, you're not going to say no when
Ken Block.
Hoonigan and Ken Blott are calling you asking,
Yeah, hey, can we
they
come
test on the track?
Absolutely.
So I have some decent shots. I didn't really, I didn't go crazy and get out there and take a bunch of pictures. I did get some of him in the pink Porsche. It didn't do well. He wasn't super stoked on it that year. His daughter raced it, I think, the next year, something like that. But I got some pictures of it that, mean something to me.
Well, for sure.
Oh, yeah.
For sure.
Oh, yeah.
Seeing somebody like that. Now, coming into 2025, what I know we're going to have, we already got it. We've seen the track schedule from open lapping and road course stuff to drag racing, and it's a full schedule. It's every weekend type stuff.
I feel like this year, the 50th year, I feel like is probably the best schedule, accommodating all racers who use Pueblo Motorsports Park, it's probably the most solid schedule there is.
And it's a full schedule from April all the way until what, November or just October?
The end of October.
Yeah.
Like, the last race is the Halloween drags.
Yeah, and it's
for the drag strip.
One event that stood out that's going to be new is the Rocky Mountain Streetcar Series,
Right.
and who's promoting that or who's putting that on, and what's coming in with that?
So I'm really stoked on that race. Extremely stoked on it. I'm
Yeah.
going to race the truck in that race.
The work truck,
Yes,
the
sir.
F-150.
Yeah.
All right. The twin turbo Coyote work
we'll be
truck.
ready.
Yeah,
We'll be ready for that no matter what. How could we not be?
for sure.
So that's Matt Frost and June, are June Allison, June Frost. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, she's the race week mom. She keeps
that's
everybody
what
in line.
I would
It's
say
true.
Colorado drag racing mom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She don't put up a no
On
shit.
the
She
real.
keeps everybody in line.
But Matt is, a lot of people are like thought that there was some kind of craziness behind race week not coming to Pueblo anymore.
Mm-hmm.
They forget race week started in Pueblo.
Yep.
People like Garrett Mitchell started their alter egos in Pueblo, Colorado.
Did.
So Matt hasn't been stoked that it hasn't worked to come to Pueblo.
Mm-hmm.
It's just with Bandamere closing, Great
Great
Bend
Bend.
being closed, that leaves Pueblo Motorsports Park and Joe Roach and Nicole Roach out in Kearney
Mm-hmm.
to fill that loop that that makes sense.
And
then you only got 2 tracks.
Yeah, that close to each other.
That's not a drag and drive.
No.
Shout out Just Hyde. That's not going to work. It's not sustainable to do a drag and drive with 2 tracks. So that's my homeboy, Matt.
Mm-hmm.
I talk to that dude a lot, man. Windshield time. I'm on my way to Pueblo. He's delivering oil rigs to wherever they need to go.
And I call you every day.
And, and shout out to him because I bounce a lot of things off of him to see if they sound feasible and sustainable of what we're going to do with events and stuff at the track. Even this Rocky Mountain Streetcar Series that we're doing. And we've talked a lot about the Rocky Mountain race weekend. The only things I can say right now is that we're going to make a cruise of the mountains.
You
We're
don't know
going
what
to race
direction.
at Pueblo. There's no veteran status. There's 300 cars.
Ooh.
First come, first serve. It's 3 days. Pueblo Motorsports Park. Bring your ass.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dude, and I can't wait for
We
that.
won't be there.
Because
Hopefully we get in, but if not, we're going to be a road week. We're going to be
if we don't
We'll
get
be
in to
there.
be competitors, we're road weekend, no matter what. Because in our last podcast,
rolling.
we talked about the dragon drives, trademark. You owe the guy $1.
I'll give him $1 to go away.
For real.
But we talked about how that was. It's a whole different atmosphere. Dragon drive. It's not just like bracket racing or Indra. It's a whole different level of some and the nonsense. That you get. You spend 13 hours in the car with your best friends, but you hate them by hour 10.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you're running out of gas.
Just hour 2.
But then at the final hour,
Yeah,
you're super stoked
because you made it.
that you did it with these people,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like we were cool, like me and Eddie, me and you from CSO days. When Tommy started coming on the track, we were all cool, and I consider y'all family.
Yeah, for sure.
But I would say that race week and our experience with race week a couple years in a row, even with my son, came on.
He
one
didn't
of
say
them.
more than 3.
The Airbnbs,
Yep.
the times that we had,
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't trade that.
The parking lot, pizzas.
And that's big thanks to Matt and June.
Yeah,
I wouldn't
absolutely.
trade that.
No, not at all.
Matt and June, whether they knew it or not,
Yeah, what we were doing.
helped our friendship.
Oh yeah, for sure. For
on
sure.
the real, straight up.
For sure. That was, and so those times I wish like we said, we would have got more stuff on film because
we had a good
but
time.
all we got now is just the
So,
memories of doing it.
The other night I'm over here and he's showing me, he's like, yo, look at the Cisneros Speedworks, we're gonna do this. We're watching some videos. And there's one I don't know if I didn't never watch it, which shame on me if I didn't, because
you barely did.
Subscribe, like, and follow these guys 100%. But there's one where we're at Golden that I had never seen the part of it before. And he's showing it, and we're trying to get in
because you didn't have the right code. You were like,
I had never seen that.
I gotta call this person.
I think I saw the rooftop footage before.
Oh, maybe you just weren't paying attention to that.
But that was a good video. That whole video was good. Oh, but you about ran out of gas, and then he didn't want to film you because you're gonna be sad.
Right.
Get that camera out of my face.
Well, then we went to eat, and remember that waiter was trying to take him from us.
All I'm saying is, if I would have slid the guy a little leg or something, I bet you we wouldn't even have to pay for that.
One more race week thing, real quick. Do you remember when we went to? Speaking of the Golden Airbnb,
Starbucks.
That was a beautiful place, wasn't it?
Oh, dude, that
Golden is an amazing town.
Yeah, all the rooftops. Like, imagine if all that was race week people.
Oh, well, we had neighbors that night. We had neighbors that night.
Check this out. You remember when we went to the Safeway to get a Starbucks coffee, bro?
We talked about that. He was an F1 driver, and you were his manager.
What were you?
I was the social media guy, but he wouldn't let us get the food. He wouldn't let us order drinks, so we just had to starve.
That was hilarious. Did we take pictures with him or no?
No, we should. But that's the thing.
You should have been hugging him. They really believed he was an F1. And then we worked for him.
Oh yeah,
for real. They believed it.
Oh, they absolutely did. I loved it. Every second of that.
That was
those are the things that we need to start filming now.
And I'm not trying to.
No, that's funny.
I'm not even doing it.
I know. But going back to Jude and Matt, this might sound like cheesy and corny, but would you guys agree that they're probably pioneers of Colorado drag racing?
Matt?
If I was going to vote for a drag racing president of Colorado, it would be Matt Frost. Straight up, and that would be his first lady, 100%.
Yeah.
Well, Matt Frost is
as far as people who are real.
Yeah.
And that dude isn't doing it for the money, bro.
Right.
No.
Let's all get that.
Yeah, for sure.
He's not out trying to trademark names and do all this other bullshit.
Right.
For real.
Yeah.
Yeah. That dude's doing it because he likes to race.
Mm-hmm.
She likes to be there while he's racing.
Mm-hmm.
They like to watch other people race.
Yep.
And they like to see people enjoy racing.
Yep. Absolutely.
That's why he does it.
Absolutely.
And that, for me, would garnish a vote.
Mm-hmm.
For sure.
As the president, if that was a thing,
yep,
I'm voting for that dude.
Yep.
Straight up.
Yep.
Even if it was a drag and drive thing nationally,
$1
of all the people who do drag and drives, if there was to be one drag and drive that you're like, this dude does it for the racers.
Yep.
This dude does it because he cares about the sport. This dude does it because he wants to influx money to the tracks that support what he's doing. My vote would still be to Matt Frost.
Oh yeah,
100%.
And he's in the same way as you, as he plays fair across the board. That time when the guy that you raced, I can't remember what track it was, maybe Kearney or
it was Kearney.
The time slip. Remember how every once in a while when the wind would come, and there was
solid. He's a solid dude.
Oh yeah, we went, listen, he turned it in. This is what it is.
Yeah, and we were like, all right,
he's solid.
And Matt was just like, if you don't like it, well,
he's solid.
I don't know what to tell you.
Run better.
Still sitting no prep.
Yep.
It's something I think he's just having fun with.
Oh yeah.
He's still sitting no prep doesn't happen without Matt Frost, June, Joe Barry, Michelle Barry, Joey Barry. You've been an outstanding help with things. Rachel from Cisneros Speedworks. It doesn't happen without these people. I can't even thank Ashley enough.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
This last season.
Yep. Trevor Wilson,
100%. Evan Carney.
Yep.
Joey Berry is, Joey Berry is, he means a lot to me as a human being, dude.
Yeah.
Mhm.
He's a good dude.
Yeah.
He is one of the smartest people I know. He's one of the most caring people I know. He's one of the most fair people I know.
Yep.
And he's going to be teching at Steel City this year, which we can talk about that a little bit. But, he's taking his test with the NHRA.
Good for him.
Oh, so he's
Absolutely.
actually going to be
That's
like
good.
able,
Yes,
like at NHRA tech thing,
100%.
not just
Shout
Steel
out.
City
100%.
class.
For sure.
100%.
Nice.
Awesome.
So he can tech your car for NHRA safety standards,
Mm-hmm.
and then he can make sure you fit the rules. Trevor Wilson is going to take the test too, but
Nice.
and I'm not trying to. I'm just saying, Joey Berry means a lot to me, bro. You know what I
Mr.
mean?
Tire Quack himself.
Well, he's just one of the smartest people I know.
Yeah.
So if he comes up with a rule or he agrees to a rule that him and other people have come up with and they present that to me, if Joey says, hey, this is what we need to do,
that's what we're going with?
100%, dude.
Fair enough.
And if people don't like that, guess what?
They don't got a raise.
Right.
They don't
Guess
got a
what?
raise. But yeah,
Guess what?
don't come.
Right.
When you see the car that he's built himself, when that car comes out,
I'm glad it won't be in my class.
it
In
won't
mine.
be.
Good luck, bitch.
He's a solid
Sucker.
he's a solid dude, man.
Oh, for sure.
For sure, he is. We like all those guys.
You be looking at my tire shine a little too close.
But back to that.
Streetcar series.
Seeing you jump.
I know. I ain't jumping.
Hey,
I-
what do they
I-
call him?
Jumpman.
Jumping
Tito Jumpman.
Jumpman.
Michael Jordan.
No,
Jumpman.
those are trip zips.
So, with Rocky Mountain Streetcar Series, what classes, payouts, and the structure and rules and stuff like that? How are we going about that? Because it's a new series coming to.
I'm stoked on this series too,
Oh, yeah.
man.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's front side action.
Yep.
Heavily
Prepped to
prepped
the
by
T.
Dave himself.
Prep to go fast.
Yep.
So, we got an unlimited class. That's anything that's bigger than 28 and a half can race in that class.
Mm-hmm.
We got small tire on 28 and a half. We got a outlaw import class, which I'm super stoked about. And unlimited all-wheel drive class that pretty much lets a bunch of unlimited all-wheel drive
Okay.
cars and trucks.
I
Get
really,
together.
really hope guys from Midnight Performance or HPP,
Yeah,
I hope they come up from Texas.
cool.
No.
At least for a race, right? Even if they don't
Even-
make the whole series.
Yeah,
You're
at least
supposed
for
to be
one.
the fastest truck in the world. Let me come see what you got.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now we're talking.
So then we got a 530 index in the 8th mile, 580, 650, 750. Those are all 8th mile indexes.
Mhm.
The NHRA Division 5 is doing a points series for those index classes. We're going to keep points for those index classes. We'll be able to send 2 from each one of those classes to the NHRA West Central Division 5 finals to represent Pueblo Motorsports Park in that.
That's sick. Based off of this Rocky
This
Mountain
series.
Streetcar
They'll
series.
race for a big ass Wally. That's
You almost had a
a
wallet.
gunmetal, Speed for All looking
Mhm.
2-tier
Oh,
Wally trophy at the finals, which is going to be in at Tri-State this year. Stoked for those guys to be hosting the Divisional 5 finals. So then we have a 950, 1050, and the 1150 quarter mile index.
Mhm.
Currently, the only index classes the NHRA Division 5 is doing is the 530, 580, 650, 750. But to make the event what we need it to be for Colorado, we've added those quarter mile indexes as well. We're going to run it in an event that has the small tire, the unlimited cars, the outlaw imports, the unlimited all-wheel drive. We're going to run those heads-up classes with these index classes. And I'm stoked on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's going to be a good time.
I don't like getting into politics because I really don't care about politics.
Yeah.
I really don't. I really, really don't. It's funny. There's some dudes who, y'all saw the 2024 logo that did y'all see that one I did with the Colorado Fist?
Yeah.
The same dude that was crying about this logo
Didn't like that one.
said that was a Trump reference. Now,
Really?
here's the deal, bro.
Oh, man.
I could care less. But the truth is, what that meant was that in the year that we were going into, because at the same time that this is being presented, this time of year, that was being presented as a graphic for the track. What that meant had absolutely nothing to do with government or judicial politics.
Yeah.
It had to do with what's going on in Colorado, motorsports as a whole.
Yeah. Sounds like the guy that's complaining about your pictures just needs to log off the internet.
Yeah.
Or come up on here.
But you know what I'm saying? So I didn't even realize that anybody would take it that way. I'm looking at Bandimere shutting down.
Yeah. We need to support your local racetrack.
Pueblo's still open. I don't want to go on here and beg everybody to come race at Pueblo.
Right.
I'm not going to do that. You guys know me well enough to know that I'm not going to beg you to come race.
Right.
You got to want to race.
Right.
I don't have time for you in my life if I have to beg for you to come race at Motorsports Park.
Right.
If you want to come race there, we're going to do the best we can to make sure that you have the best experience as a customer, as a racer, that we can give you. But I'm not going to beg you to come.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm not going to beg you to stay.
They can take that Bill Dickey Road,
The same
follow
way
it
out.
Follow it.
Every Steel City meeting, Patrick from Roadrunner and Robin Jones,
My dogs,
get me in pictures pointing. Like all the pictures are me pointing this way.
you can go.
You can go out this
I
gate,
know.
take Bill
Dude, that's
Dickey
a part
Road
of the
right here,
speech.
Len, follow it for.
That's a part of the speech.
Have a
Follow
good
it.
One. Have a good one.
Yeah. Once
For
you
real.
get to Pueblo Boulevard, you can go left or right.
There's a bunch of different.
Yep. And then you can go home.
I've been told I was wrong for that too, but I'm not going to beg you to come race. It's a hobby for all of us, unless you're a professional.
Right.
If you're a professional and you're racing at PMP, holler at me. I only know a few of them that really come do it. And the last ones that I can think of, we named earlier. Mike Murillo, Ken Block, and Romain Dumas. So,
But
So you covered the front of the track, which is inaugural year of the Rocky Mountain Streetcar Series, and then we have.
that was his.
It's all good. The back of the track action of Steel City No Prep, and this is its 4th year.
Yeah.
Of Steel City No Prep.
Yeah.
How has that event evolved in terms of classes, rules that you can share that people can see and say, okay, I got to get ready for this because it's about to go down?
So, again, giving some props to Joey Berry. And maybe he had some input from guys in his life, too, that are also helping Steel City become what it's becoming. Trevor Wilson, Evan Carney, those are guys that Joey is tight with, right? They're also they're close to his level of understanding of what we're doing, and I'm happy for them to be part of it too, right? We decided to shake it up a little bit with some changes to the classes that we're running at Steel City. So just like back in the second season when we split small dollar into 2, small dollar and grocery getter, based on data that we had collected. You know, there were so many cars in small dollar at that one race that we split them into 2. And then we looked at how that all played out, and that's where grocery getter came from. So now, 4 years later, looking at how we can provide a place for more racers in Colorado to race in Pueblo, there was a new class needed, and that's street dogs. And so small dollar, unfortunately, because of the name and because of some negativity that can be attached to the name, just like True Street, before it, needed something different. So my only thing to those guys that were coming up with the rules was it cannot be called True Street. Because for the same reason there's negativity about small dollar, you're going to get that from a class called True Street.
Right. Well, because then they're going to think that, because it's called True Street.
True Street.
How come you don't have the same rules as all the other True Streets around the country? Well, it's because it's not True Street.
It's not. It's what brings cars to race at Pueblo Motorsports Park on the backside. I really don't care what anybody else is doing anywhere else. We've had a 42 car class, small tire class.
Yep.
We had to create grocery getter because in the beginning it was big tire, small dollar.
Yep.
Small dollar had so many cars in it.
We had to have an A and B.
Wanted to race. Just dudes that wanted to support the track, support the event, and wanted to race. That there was, it needed a whole new class. Because eventually those dudes are going to be like, I'm never going to win. I'm going to quit. So you provide a different class for them that they all can race together. And there you go. You got grocery getter.
Yep. So the new classes in Steel City, street dogs, and what's the other one? Limited street.
Yes, sir.
So what are we doing with limited street? So you got rid of small dollar altogether.
Yep.
Because of the I'm going to say the negativity,
Yeah.
the whining and crying.
There was room for there were just like there was room to break small dollar, because some people wanted to see a class between small dollar
And grocery getter.
and small tire.
Oh, small tire. Okay.
But the data that we got when we broke small dollar into an A class and a B class proved that the class that we needed at that time was a grocery getter class. We're going to lose guys that are meeting that grocery getter class rule set because they're just going to be like, well, I can't compete anymore.
Right.
You give them their own class where they can be competitive in, and the cars that they're racing against are similar to their build, then you're good. So the same thing happened again with this. It just became, okay, small dollar. Now instead of breaking down to a grocery getter level, there's now a point where small dollar as a name needs to go away.
Okay.
Because people have different amounts of money in the budget to build that type of car. And there's now room in between what we knew as small dollar for Steel City and small tire. The class needs to now go up instead of down like grocery getter did. But let's don't leave small dollar name like we did when we broke grocery getter, because the negativity that comes with the name small dollar.
Right. I've already been seeing guys commenting on Facebook of, I'm doing this to make my car small dollar legal now. Well, for one, that guy needs to worry about freaking not being banned on Turbo Bullet, and he needs to get the parts out to the guy that bought them from him.
Yeah, I saw that about cutting the cage out.
Yeah.
So let me cut my cage out.
Yeah, right.
And I'll race with
Grocery
them
getter.
too.
Why can't
Or grocery
what if our boy Jason Hurley, who has the baddest street driven?
I don't even want to race with dudes like that.
No.
Just so we're all on the same page.
Right.
If you look at everything about a rule set or an event or whatever, and you feel like where you fit in at is breaking the rules so that you can win based off of that.
Mm-hmm.
So now you figured out a loophole in the rules that allow you to drop down in a class and race with these dudes so you can dominate. Kick rocks.
Yeah.
But
I really don't give a shit if you come or not.
Yeah.
For real. I really don't.
Yeah. And that's the thing, you know, when I bumped up to small tire, it was because, like you were saying, how you had to create that extra class or guys were going to stop coming to race.
Yeah.
My thing, instead of stop coming to race, was like, well, I'm just going to, if you want to be the baddest dude on this tire, or you want to be the baddest dude in this class, well, you need to race with them. And
That's why I beat Mark or Mike.
and that's why eventually I want my car to be one of the baddest small tire cars in the West, on this side of the Mississippi, in the country, or whatever. The only way for me to do that, it's not going to be to race slower guys.
No, I totally get it. I
You know what I mean?
skateboarded for 25 years.
Yeah.
I only wanted to skateboard. I didn't skate ramps. I skated street in Norfolk and Chesapeake, Portsmouth, Virginia Beach, Virginia, Hampton Roads, Hampton, Newport News. I skated street.
Mm-hmm.
And Washington, D.C., Baltimore, Maryland. I went up and down the East Coast. I only wanted to skate with people who were better than me.
Exactly.
I did not. I'll go kick it with you. We'd go push a little bit. But, you know, when I really wanted to get a session in, I wanted to break a sweat. I wanted to do things that I have never been able to do before. I went and skated with dudes who were sponsored by this, you know, guys that were way better than me. And so it's a little bit of a different scenario when it comes to drag racing, right? Because your car is a factor, a skateboard is a skateboard. But, I mean, I still want to race with the best that there is.
Exactly.
Whether I win or lose, if they fit the rules to the class that I chose, I don't want down bars out in my truck.
Mm-hmm.
So I have a certain cage that makes me have to race with certain people.
Mm-hmm.
And are they going to beat me? Most likely they're going to beat me. But you know what? I'm probably going to be a better racer because I race with those dudes. So then when this dude who is in my class wants to put some money on the line with me, I'm going to drag his ass.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, and that's like with me, you know, I raced Paul DeCenzo and Joey Anton. DeCenzo? Whatever it is.
That was a good race for you and Joey, bro.
And might beat me next weekend. He might beat me the weekend after that. But there's going to be one of these weekends when I'm going to put it on. And I'm going to ride that wave forever.
Absolutely.
I might even make a T-shirt.
So can I make a T-shirt? Was I beat Mark once?
Once. Yeah, you can make a T-shirt. You beat that GTR by that much.
A little bit.
By a little bit.
But I did.
But that's what I'm saying, is you can race 99 times out of 100 that they're going to whoop my ass. Yeah. But that 100th time is I'm going to get lucky.
So it boils down to what we're talking about is racing character, right? Like what kind of character do you like? What's your character? You know what I mean? Like, what kind of
like Cletus McFarlane character?
I mean, no, not like that. But like, what kind of character do you really have? Like, are you racing to race faster? Are you motivated? Are you trying to find loopholes, like Donny said, to be a shark and racing in these other classes where you know you can stomp all over them? People can see through that. No matter what you say, no matter what you do, you're quiet at drivers' meetings. People can see through that. Whether you race and we let you in, or they let you in, or whether you choose not to come to the track and race, everybody already knows those individuals, stop looking at this. That's mine right.
Hurry up.
That you're just going to be seen as that type of racer.
Mm-hmm.
Bottom line.
I've already got a list of people that I don't. I only see them on the internet. They don't ever show up, and when they do, they shut up.
They're welcome to come on here.
They are.
That'd be awesome.
And they're also welcome. Just and if they
that's
feel
something that we it's like you have a
Y'all should
car.
on Speedworks channel.
all I'm saying,
yeah.
even then, it doesn't even have to be on here. If at any point in time,
I'd love to watch.
and
that.
I'm not making threats. Everybody's gonna turn this. If
That's
there's
y'all's own
any
way.
time that somebody is not agreeing with what I say and they don't like it, they're more than welcome to come talk to me. And not on my message, not on my
Have you
Facebook
ever
Messenger.
Hey, what do I say at a racers meeting, bro? If you got
If you got something to say, say it.
right
Say it.
now, it's inside.
And they don't. Nobody ever says anything, but as soon as
Yeah.
the day before or the day after, then they're on Facebook. Well, man,
That's
shut
the
up.
strangest thing.
Just
in my
say what
life.
you
That's
gotta
why we
say.
bring the
The
kids, the
same
cricket noise.
dudes that are there.
Yep.
They're there. I'm looking at all those pictures you see, Patrick and Robin
That they're taking,
and I'm like this and that. I'm like, hey, that's
Leave.
This is their opportunity
Mhm.
to voice their concerns,
And they
whatever
don't.
they may be. And
They
maybe
don't.
some people do have, because there are
But
some
then-
people that raise their hand and say, "I've never raced here before. I need a little bit of
Those
direction."
are cool,
Right.
Yeah,
But
I'm down.
but you're given the playing field as even as you possibly could be to say,
If you don't
raise
like it,
your
say
hand
something.
and say something, right? You saying it on the internet yesterday. If you don't like Sal, say it right now and why.
Yeah,
Just to be able
We
to
can talk
everybody,
about
everybody
We can
can
have a
come
conversation.
clean.
Just like at Survival of the Fastest, somebody was mouthing off to somebody that I look up and respect and is a big part of the Steel City No Prep. There was a competitor's family member mouthing off to him. I didn't like that. I don't play that shit. If you don't talk to somebody that can possibly hold your fate in their hands. But you don't need to be talking to people like that. And I straight up told the dude, hey, don't be talking to dude like that.
Right.
And then he got mad at me, and I had to tell him I'm not the one either. You
Right.
ain't gonna talk to me like that either.
right.
I'm not there in the pits to fight people. I'm not whatever.
You're always looking for something.
I am.
Yeah, look at the flower. I'm ready to
You
I
fight.
like
got
to fight.
tattoo. I don't like fighting, but if you don't like what I gotta say, we can come talk about it. But I'm not gonna let you talk to people any way you want. You know what I
Right.
mean? I ain't gonna let you talk on
I
my
know the
cousin
story you're talking about.
or Donny. I ain't gonna let you talk on my brother sideways.
But me.
Nah, you're can your own. But we got way off track on that.
That's all right.
But Steel City Shootout 2025, 2 new classes,
Fourth year.
4th year.
It is the 4th year.
I don't know if I'm gonna do limited street or I still might race up. Who knows? But either way,
Yeah, me
I'm gonna be there to have the best Saturday night that I can at the moment.
You know, always have a good time.
This guy out first round, and he's already got cold ones open by the time he puts the car
All
in.
right. All right, there's a serious question. Who's taking pictures of the winners this year? Because I ain't doing it.
Why not?
Because
Why?
I feel
But
like
you got all the
shit.
free time. Though.
I
You went out
thought that
first
was
round.
your role, bro.
You went out first round. You might as well.
I thought that was what you do.
Take pictures.
You come, you race,
I lose.
you go out
You
first
come,
round.
you race, you lose, you take pictures. Man.
With me giving money to people.
I know you're like, here's 5,000, Mike, Mark, and Jimmy, you know.
And Hayden getting 10 G's.
Yeah. And I'm
Just
over
so-
here.
and we're putting this out
clean,
there. Whether or
clean.
not Hayden ever sees this, it's cool if he does. Like, follow, comment, subscribe. But first Steel City that I make it, hopefully it's the first one. I say it every time. I'm there to race the baddest dude.
You got to
So-
go call him out then, right?
Whoever won the Survival of the
And that's
Fastest
Hayden.
small tire. If I'm in small tire,
That's him.
there we go. I'm gonna race
You heard
Hayden.
it first.
Call him out.
I'm calling out
Hell
fucking
yeah.
Hayden.
Hell yeah.
Because it doesn't matter.
Hayden Wilson.
Come to,
Sal's calling you out. First round.
Calling you out.
no money
First
though,
Steel
'cause I'm broke.
City.
I'm
First
broke.
one, right?
If I make it to the first Steel City shootout, yes. And hopefully I'm good.
The first Steel City shootout that you make it to,
Yes, me and Hayden.
and his ass is there.
Yep.
You're calling him out.
Yes, sir. For no money because I'm
I
broke.
call him out.
But I'm there to be the baddest dude.
Yeah.
I'm there to race with the baddest
Get it.
dude.
I'm
there to
take pictures of the winners.
Get
You
it.
gonna take pictures of me if I win?
Get it.
Hell no.
All right.
Get it.
So Streetcar Series, Rocky Mountain Streetcar Series, Steel City Shootout. number 4. Well, 4th year. You are one of the hardest working dudes that I know. You're absolute awesome car salesman.
Hold up.
No. So Eddie has bought 2 vehicles from you. His 2024 F250.
I think it's F350.
Either way,
Single cab.
single
long
cab.
bed.
I knew that.
Well, because I need a,
He owns the world record.
and I need
in the
a, I need a
quarter
crew
mile.
cab. I need a crew cab.
Come see me.
Well, yeah,
Alpine Ford. That's
Alpine
where we're
Ford,
at.
Pueblo, Colorado.
I need
And
a
his
cab,
daughter,
too.
him and Rachel bought their daughter a
They did.
brand new
They
2024 Bronco.
They did.
With,
Yes, sir.
and unfortunately,
Yes, sir.
earlier this week, she was hit by somebody that ran a red light and totaled it.
Yeah.
Took the front end of this Bronco out.
Yep.
Thank God for modern technology and safety,
Absolutely.
because they saved her life and her best friend,
Absolutely.
her passenger.
Thank God for
You
that.
should
Yeah,
put some pictures of that.
She's
I-
a beautiful girl.
And if Eddie,
She's a smart girl.
I'm gonna text Eddie if I can use some of his pictures.
She's a smart girl. She's a
But-
beautiful girl. She's, I would say that collectively, they have a lot of people in their lives.
They do.
Oh, yeah.
They do.
But I would say that to Eddie and Rachel, is a very big piece of their life.
Yes.
bro.
Oh, yeah.
And thank God that Bronco Sport took care of that girl.
Absolutely.
Because
Pictures.
you know how I would have felt
Oh, bro, my
if it
daughter.
didn't?
Oh, dude.
Right.
That's my homeboy.
right.
Yep. Yep.
He
And-
came, he bought the truck he wanted to buy for himself. That
First
might
brand new
be
truck
the
he's ever
last truck he ever buys.
Yep.
That's what he told me. Okay. And you're talking about a guy that has supported me.
He's at the track before you. Half the
One of my
time.
best friends. dude.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
One of my best friends.
We wouldn't.
And when I woke up with those text messages and saw the pictures of the accident that happened on Wadsworth. And, the fact that vehicle protected her. I sell these vehicles.
Right.
And I believe they're going to protect people.
Mhm.
That's what it says on paper.
Mm-hmm.
This is my homeboy I'm selling one to that he's putting his daughter into.
Yep.
The fact that it protected her and her friend
You potentially saved their life.
and essentially protected my friend from a heartbreak.
Yeah.
I'll keep selling Fords for as long as I live.
Yep.
So he gonna come see you too.
Straight up.
He's
Straight up.
They're
Out of
getting
any
another one.
brand there is, a lot of car salesmen switch.
Mhm.
They go, they work
Mhm.
this. I'll tell you what, that's my homeboy. I put him in one of the most economical vehicles there is, which is great for an 18-year-old
Right.
that, you know what I mean? Perfect vehicle for her.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. Great all-wheel drive system. Great on fuel economy.
Mhm.
4 doors to fit your friends in. 4-wheel drive, get you where you need to go.
Yep.
Great vehicle for a girl like her.
Yep.
100%.
Yep.
The thing I didn't know, all of that being said, versus what I know now, is it protected my friend's daughter.
Yep.
100%. And I don't even want to imagine how that conversation could have been different.
Yeah,
For sure.
for sure. It's scary. dude.
You understand what I'm saying?
Having
Oh,
kids that drive,
I don't even want to think about that.
it's
No.
scary.
That's my homeboy.
Mm-hmm.
We're in a group message with him.
Mm-hmm. And he let us know.
That's where I found out about it.
Yeah, that's where I found out
Me
about
too.
it. Yeah, for sure.
If that would have been different because the vehicle didn't do what it was said to do,
Mm-hmm.
I
Right.
couldn't. I don't know how I could look at my friend in the
Right.
face anymore.
Absolutely.
For sure.
I love
Some
Eddie,
real
bro.
shit.
I hope y'all know that.
Oh yeah. Oh, he knows that. We all know that. You're gonna get him a key to the gate because he's
He already has a key.
Shit, he's got the
That
pin code.
dude found it back way in.
Yeah,
What
he'll
you
go.
talking
He'll.
about?
He's ready for April's test day. He's ready to
He's already
go.
there. He's already there. But
Speaking of test days.
Rachel. I mean,
Dude.
let's be honest about the involvement between Cisneros Speedworks.
She's the den mother.
and Greenlight Media, Crooked Hat Productions, Donny Andrade, Pueblo Motorsports Park. I love you guys.
oh, we love you too,
Yeah.
dude.
Love you too,
Uncle
Bob.
Dennis.
Yo.
I love you guys.
Oh, we love you too.
I love your family.
Yep.
Love your kids. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like,
Sure.
you guys are family to me.
Oh yeah.
And
real
We've
shit.
spent enough time that you'd be going to the cookout with us.
Oh,
You'd be
yeah.
going to the family reunions with us.
yeah,
I'll tell everybody too. This is Uncle Dennis.
Some of the best memories I have is
Oh, for sure.
100% when it comes to drag racing.
You have made.
is doing race week with you guys,
Oh,
dude.
yeah.
For real, straight up. You know, I've known Sal longer than I've known you. Me and Eddie are closer in age and have life experience similar to each other.
Mhm.
To get Rachel is Eddie's woman. Together, all of us, it's just a good time.
Yeah.
man.
Hell yeah.
You
know what I mean? And
you have made drag racing for me more comfortable and more fun.
I really thought you were going to say you made racing great again.
PFI Speed Fest is happening at Pueblo, Colorado, twice this year. And it's also happening twice in Kearney. If you're an import racer or a fan of import drag racing or a supporter of import drag racing, I suggest that you enter the race or make the trip out there to support the event as a spectator in Kearney. The Roach family, Joe and Nicole, I'd work for them.
Mm-hmm.
For real. If I lived in Kearney, Nebraska,
Kearney's
I'd
a
be like,
good track.
Can I come work at the track for you?
I like Kearney. Kearney's a nice track. I like their track.
Joe's solid.
Yeah.
Bro. Solid.
So with all that stuff happening in 25, come 26, because like I said, dude, you're one of the hardest working guys I know. You have all these different jobs. Do you see yourself working at the track next year in 2026 after 2025, after we've successfully, because it's going to be a success, and it doesn't matter how anybody gauges their success. Rocky Mountain Streetcar Series, Steel City Shootout, and Pueblo Motorsports Park as a whole, it's going to be a success this year, no matter what. However you look at it, you might gauge success off of, profiting millions and millions of dollars. That's not what I gauged off of. It's people showing up and having a good time.
Absolutely.
Do you think, are you still going to be here in 2026 working at Pueblo Motorsports Park as the track manager?
That's a tough one, man.
What?
That's a tough one.
Mm-hmm.
That's a tough situation. I love everything about what I do for the track. I love everything about the people that come to the track. I love everything about the community the track resides in. I'm not throwing stones at anyone.
Yeah.
It's an expensive thing to do.
For sure.
to manage a racetrack.
For sure.
The people who currently have the track, I said earlier, Dan Williams is a great guy. Like he's he's a workhorse dude. He could have killed it. But I don't really know. So to answer the question on whether or not 2025 is going to be my last year, the 50th year of Pueblo Motorsports Park, PMI, is that the following year, 2026, will be my 50th year on the earth.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
There's definitely some things that I want to do. Can I get one of those, bro?
Hell yeah. Shit.
I want to race. I want to go do things like we did at Race Week. You know, I don't know. I don't know that the 50th year is going to be my last year. I'll be 50 the following year. I want to race. I want to race my truck. I don't want to keep dealing with negativity. You know, it may seem like some people have always hit me up like, oh, you know, you deal with this shit a certain way, whatever. That's cool, blah, blah, blah. But the truth is, I just want to have fun at the racetrack. I don't want to deal with the negativity bullshit. I really do hope that, you know, if I was to say, okay, I'm out, that there's going to be somebody else to step up and protect what we have in Pueblo.
Sounds like a job for you.
But, you know, it's tough. You got bracket racers that feel a certain way about what needs to happen on the property. You got heads up racers that feel a certain way that what needs to happen on the property. The city owns the property. I work for somebody who has a contract with the city to provide racing to the community. It's a tough situation.
For sure.
And then you know, I used to promote events that were for Greenlight Media. I gave all of those events to the track. So Greenlight Media, Crooked Hat Productions, Rocky Mountain Race Week, Joe Berry Motorsports Park, whoever else I might be forgetting right now, does not make money off of Steel City No Prep or the front series that we're getting ready to start, front side series, Rocky Mountain Streetcar Series. Those dudes, Joe Berry, Matt Frost, June, Michelle Berry, Joey Berry, including you guys, Cisneros Speedworks, who have been an amazing supporter at what we do at Pueblo Motorsports Park. Do it because we want to see the track stay around, succeed. We want to see racers have a place to go. Is that why y'all do it?
Absolutely.
Why do y'all support Pueblo Motorsports Park? Why does Cisneros Speedworks choose to support Pueblo Motorsports Park? I know it's not because of me.
Right. Why do you do it?
Because it's Pueblo, dog. It's one of the last few tracks in the state. Because I'm sorry, but I'm not driving 7-8 hours to Grand Junction. No, not a dig at them, but I'm not driving that far to go racing.
Totally.
You know what I mean?
And guys that race out there,
They're not going to drive all the
even
way.
if they want to show love to drag racing as a whole, they're probably not going to make many trips over here.
Exactly. When people see me and him together, or Eddie with us, or when Rachel's with us and stuff, people don't understand. This is the only time we see each other, me and him. I don't come up here. That when I do, I don't come see you.
That's for sure.
I'm in Denver all the time going to concerts and stuff with my wife. I don't see Eddie. You know, drag racing, at Pueblo Motorsports Park is the only time that I can be around my cousin and my brother for an entire day with no bullshit.
Absolutely.
And the hard part is what keeps us kind of together.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Me and this guy went through a stint of how long you think? About 5-6 years?
I mean, shit, from 2001, 2 till
2008,
longer than that.
2008 or 9. Me and him didn't talk.
whether they support us or not, I feel that unitedly between what I do and what y'all do, we are here to support that.
Mm-hmm.
For sure. Cheers to that. Cheers to that shit.
You keep mentioning Crooked Hat Productions.
Hold up before we go there.
No, what do you got? Say it.
So to close out, you know, on the 50th year anniversary, Pueblo Motorsports Park is a jam-packed schedule. We literally just took a few silos of that schedule, talking about Rocky Mountain Street Car Series, you know, Rocky Mountain Race Weekend, Steel City Shootout. I mean, there's 2 dates for PFI Speed Fest. There's Bracket Bash that's happening. Friday Night Drags.
Steel City Bracket Bash.
Road course, open lapping. It's going to be a great year. I'm so stoked for the 50th anniversary and the jam-packed schedule.
Me too.
And I'm sure there's more events that wanted to come through, and it's going to be a great year. And I'm super stoked about all that. Obviously, like I said, we pulled out some silos out of the schedule, but you know, shout out to PFI, Brent and Jamie and those guys and what they do for the track. I know they've supported you a lot with Family Feud, and when we went through that flood, you know, they were down here helping racers get out. That was no joke. That was a big deal. The Bracket Bash and even the ET Points racing that goes on to the track. I mean, it's all a collective effort to make this thing go round. So, and you're at the top of that, along with the track staff and Dave and everybody else that has everything to do with all the events.
From the concession stand to tech.
Yeah, everybody.
Them dudes at the concession stand be charging me $10 for a burger.
$10 for a taco. That's a whole different episode. No, I'm just kidding. But we just appreciate what you do for the track, and for the sport, and what you've done for Pueblo Motorsports Park and the city, and being an advocate of the city, not even being from here, and sticking up for the city when there's a lot of people that don't always do that.
Absolutely.
That's some real shit, and I really appreciate that. Being that I'm born and raised here, and I've lived with that black eye for a long time, so
you from the street.
I appreciate that.
It's a black eye that you shouldn't wear.
Right.
This is a beautiful place to be from.
Absolutely.
This is a beautiful city to represent.
Mm-hmm.
This is a beautiful track to represent.
Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah.
I work at a beautiful store that sells Fords in this city.
For sure.
You work at a bank that cashes a lot of checks for people.
that go buy them trucks, right?
Yeah. Am I wrong?
Yes, for sure. So that's all I wanted to say before, we kind of close out with.
Well, because he keeps talking about Crooked Hat Productions.
So
what is it? What? Because you keep bringing it up, and you keep saying Greenlight Media and Crooked Hat Productions. I think there's only a handful of people that know what that means.
So a couple of years ago, during Steel City No Prep promotion, I had thrown out there that I was going to start doing a podcast and some interviews and stuff like that with local racers in Colorado, specifically guys and gals that raced in Steel City. Some things happened, life things happened, some track things happened that didn't allow for that to actually take place.
Right.
So this year, the 50th year of Pueblo Motorsports Park, I'm absolutely going to commit and make it happen.
So you're going to do...
I've changed the name of Greenlight Media. I'm looking forward to a different focus and saying, okay, Crooked Hat Productions. There's lots of reasons we could go into a whole different thing of where that came from, but it's crooked. So it's to the left always. So I'm going to live stream Steel City No Prep races and Rocky Mountain Streetcar Series races.
I like it.
To a YouTube channel called Crooked Hat. productions. Then I'm going to have different little series, different little things that happen to where I go to different shops and I interview different racers. And even at the track, we're going to do a little series called In the Pits that will also support bracket racing, because Larry Myers will do some of the interviews with bracket racers in the pits, which will basically just be like a Friday night or a race where I'll just find somebody who has some cool shit. Be like, what are you trying to do tonight? And then I'll video that car and that driver making passes and me talking to them in the pits and share that to that YouTube channel. And, you know, like I say, we'll also do a podcast that's going to be filmed at Alpine Ford here in Pueblo, Colorado, right where the track's at.
Right down the street.
Right in my office.
Oh yeah.
So my office at Alpine Ford will double as a sales professional's office and a drag racing enthusiast podcast studio.
Nice.
So we'll invite different people that support. You're not going to support me. I don't care if you support me or not. If you support Colorado drag racing, then I'll probably ask you to come on at some point.
We on that list?
Yeah, absolutely.
Not you.
Yeah, I'm
Absolutely.
every Tuesday at 9.
Absolutely.
Let's close
Buy
this
a
out here,
Ford.
though. Let's
What's that?
let's just close. We'll close it out here.
All right.
So, Donny Andrade, Pueblo Motorsports track manager, professional car salesman at Alpine Ford, Pueblo, Crooked Hat Productions, right? Yeah, you messed me up. One of the hardest working dudes that we know. We love and support you with everything that we have, because you also support us. We appreciate you being our first guest on this podcast. It's going to be episode 3. It's our dog.
So left one thing out there.
What?
Describing me 100%. Cisneros Speed Works family member.
There it is. So don't forget, like, comment, subscribe, follow us on all of our social medias. Crooked Hat Productions on YouTube. And we're out.
We gon' turn it up tonight. We gon' party on the town. We gon' burn it up tonight. Let the ashes fall down. Yeah, we going up tonight. Rock your body to the sound. Sipping double cups of Sprite, a Bacardi and some Crown. Big bands in my bankroll, babe. Money coming in, got them pesos, ayy. We can get so high out the fuego, yeah. Tell me what it is and I'm A-okay, ay, ay, ay.